nightmare matchup. Each professional sport, we can go one by one. The team in the year that you would hate, the team you would hate to play the most, depending on, again, what year and what time.
Is pro
Each
sports or
professional
can
sport.
college be included?
College can be, we can include college if we want, but we can go major U.S. sports. We can also do a soccer one as well, and we could probably, I don't know if you have one for that.
Okay.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I
all
got
right.
that one in mind.
I don't know if I have one for that, but I'll definitely let you get in on that. But let's start off with, you want to start off with college football?
College football? Yeah, we can do that one.
You want to do that one? Okay.
It's
I will let you lead the way on this. Go ahead.
It's quite simple. 2001 Miami. I mean, 17 first-round draft picks. Yeah, let me say that again. 17 first-round draft picks, and the fact that you had Hall of Famers as third stringers and strictly on special teams is crazy. I also saw this stat too yesterday. If the Miami offense did not score a single touchdown the whole year, and it was just up to the defense to score points, they would have finished 8-4. Like, most college programs would kill for an 8-4 season, and their defense would have gotten them an 8-4 record alone. Like, you think of the studs all over that team. Ed Reed, you had a Reggie Wayne in there, Edgerrin James. I don't think Ray Lewis. I think that was after Ray Lewis. But there's just so many studs. Sean Taylor was on. I think Sean Taylor was like a third stringer. I think Sean Taylor was a strictly special teams guy. Willis McGahee was a strictly a special teams guy. Vilma was on that squad. Like, that team was so good. And and another thing that's also like never talked about is before that Miami was like, obviously before Miami was this dirty team showed in your face, which they still kind of were in 01, but they actually did it the right way in 2001. No cheating, no buying players or anything like that. I think Santana Moss also was on that team too. So there are just so many studs on that 2001 Miami team. That's the best.
I know we agreed about disagreed about the Tigers yesterday, and we're going to disagree about things on this show as we continue to go. That's just how sports, especially sports debates and shows. I don't know about sunshine and rainbows over here, but anyways, this is going to sound controversial, and if so, so be it, and I will give you that. I think 2019 LSU is the greatest college football team in the history of the sport. And I understand everything that you said about Miami. Here's the thing. The age gap between you and me, no, okay, come on now. But I would not have expected, if you were to ask somebody who's going to be the one to select 2019 LSU and who's going to be the one to select early 2000s Miami, they probably wouldn't have thought you'd be the one to select Miami, but you know ball. And so I will respect that. But 2019 LSU, averaged 570 yards per game. Joe Burrow nearly had a 200 pass efficiency rating. 48.4 points per game.
Ever had.
I in my lifetime, I have never seen a team like 2019 LSU. And I remember after Michigan won their title thinking that they would have a chance. No, that team would not have had a chance. Indiana would have not have had a chance from this year. There's no team in my lifetime. Well, now, mind you, Miami was in my lifetime, but I was very young, right? I didn't remember them that much. But once I became consciously aware, I have never seen another college football team that would even come close to beating that LSU team. So I think that was one of the single greatest college football seasons. And to pile on top of this, Miami had also some Hall of Fame head coaches. Ed Orgeron was not really a good head coach. Ed Orgeron, in my mind, is the equivalent
of a Miami guy.
I'm just saying, but Ed Orgeron was not great, and yet they were able to.
He coached at Miami when he was young. Ed Orgeron. Did.
I'm sure, but as a head coach at LSU, I'm just talking about this LSU. He was awful. He was terrible. Right? I mean that.
I'll say Joe Burrow has the best year a quarterback ever had in college football. That is by far the best year.
Yeah.
But when you compare both of them, sure, I'll give you the quarterback. And I mean, Andre Johnson's still a hell of a wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
Reggie Wade's still a hell of a wide receiver.
Think about the style of play, though. I mean, how much that changed. I realize the defense, if they could get to Joe Burrow, obviously, then that changes everything. But the style of play is a lot different. Obviously, teams a little bit more willing to air it out. That LSU team, again, that's just the most lethal passing offense I've ever seen. So I'm going to go with 2019 LSU for my selection on a nightmare matchup.
They had for perspective, Vince Wilfork was a backup for the Miami Hurricanes. Vince Wilfork. Like, what a dog. LSU, you did name some of the defense. Patrick Queen, Grant Delpit, Derek Stingley. Those are some good players. But I just think there's more stars on 2001, which is crazy to say because 2019 LSU had some stars as well. So it'd be a good game. I'd love to. I'm sure you could do that in like college football 26, right?
I'm sure. Did they allow you to play with old school teams in 26? I still got 25.
I haven't tried.
I haven't.
I think they could. I think you could. I feel like you have to.
All right. Yeah, no, I made the mistake of getting the Xbox Series X, which does not have the disc drive to it. So the only games that I can get are online, and they're like, yeah, pay $75 for NBA 2K. I'm like, no, how about I get it like a slightly older model that's like $20? And they're like, nope, sorry, that's not available. Anyways, moving on. How about the National Football League? Nightmare matchup in year.
I think because it's not. I wouldn't say any of the Brady teams. I would not. I don't think they're that.
Really?
No, because I'm still thinking of like the '85 Bears and how well that defense was. Like I'm talking scary. That defense was something. Mike Singletary out the middle. Oh, you still have Walter Payton on the. See, I don't even want to give the Bears love though. At the same time, I think. I think you still have to go. I think you have to go the '85 Bears. I think you do because I'm talking scary, and I'm talking that defense. Like I'm sure you could throw in like the Kansas City Chiefs teams with Patrick Mahomes as well, but to be honest, like the Patriots weren't scary. Like it just felt like they were gonna somehow get a call that benefited them some way. Like it was always coming, but like I'm talking scary. I'd go '85 Bears.
This is going way back, and I mean, even for me, like, it's weird saying this simply because I never saw the guys play. Like, it's the thing about, like, when we want to debate MJ and LeBron, and you're right. I mean, even with what you said, you didn't see them play, but it's the same thing with, it's different. You get a different understanding as to how dominant a team is when you get to watch them play. That's why initially when I was going over this conversation, I'm like, okay, well, like, early 2000s Patriots, when they went back-to-back in 04 and 05, it like they had some really, really damn good defenses. Like Bill Belichick is a brilliant defensive mind, and those early teams, I mean, if Brady didn't have the greatest defense available to him, he probably would not have won as many Super Bowls as he did. So I think the early 2000s Pats teams were nightmares, but I'm going to go way back. I'm going to go way, way back. Did you have something to say before I get to my team? You looked like you were winding up to say something there.
2001 Baltimore. Forgot about them. That defense.
Oh, yeah.
That defense, I think that defense allowed like 2 touchdowns that whole playoff run.
Yeah.
So I switched mine. 2001 Baltimore. That's my team.
Yeah.
Something about 2001 in football, man. Something about them.
It was a different game, man. The NFL was just different back then. And defenses struck fear into people's. Yes, quarterbacks were not protected the way that they are now. I think the NFL just got to a certain point to where they're like, hey, we're making way too much damn money on these guys being healthy and available to play. We cannot have them getting hurt. So now you tap someone on the back and it's over. I find it so funny when guys like Tom Brady speak up about that too. Like, dude, come on. You were protected as well. Like, get out of here. Like, no way. Like, guys had respect for you.
That's now. Mahomes in 10 years. Yeah, you got to it's just so soft. Shut up. We know you're protected.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. But I'm going way back here. 1978. I'm going to go Pittsburgh Steelers. That 70s dynasty with Pittsburgh. What they call it, the Steel Curtain. Yeah, I mean, they were, 2 Super Bowls. Terry Bradshaw obviously was. Now he's starting to lose it a little bit, but Terry Bradshaw was the guy back in the day. And they were just 10 Hall of Famers, I believe, on that team. Let me double check it. Yep, 10 Hall of Famers on that team. Just a list of names, including Mean Joe Green, obviously, who's known for that Coca-Cola commercial. Thanks, Mean Joe Green. Once upon a time. So Coca-Cola's had some of the best ads ever. But the collection of players on that team, 10 Hall of Famers, just mean the way that they played the game. And obviously the game has changed a lot since. A lot of the players from that team obviously dealing with concussions, and that kind of led to the whole renaissance with keeping an eye on concussions and whatnot. But those 70s dynasties for the Pittsburgh Steelers, not gonna happen. This one might be a little bit tricky for me since we want to do college. I was more thinking the NBA. We can get to after that. But NBA. What is your nightmare college basketball matchup?
So I would say either that Villanova team that beat Michigan. I just thought they had size all over the place. Or you go
Dante DiVincenzo. That I hate that ginger. Anyways, go ahead.
Are you even allowed to hate a ginger? Like, that's a fellow ginger. Like,
he's the only one that I don't like out of all of them is Dante DiVincenzo. Whatever. That dude torched us.
I would go. I think I still would end up doing it. I think I would go. No, I'd still go Villanova. I'd still go that 2018 Villanova. I was thinking 09 UNC with Tyler Hansbrough, Ty Lawson, Danny Green. That was a very good team as well. Tyler Zeller, Cody Zeller's brother, was on that team as well. A really good team. But I still think I'm rocking with that 2018 Villanova team. Like, that team was just, again, 6 NBA guys. And I think they blew out every team in the tournament. I think it was 15+ every single time. Brunson was on that team. Mikal Bridges, who's on the Knicks. Eric Pascal, who I thought was going to be really good in the NBA, didn't end up becoming really good. Amari Spellman. I don't think Josh Hart was on that team. But, no, that team was very good.
You know, if they would have gone on to win a national championship, I would have said that one year that Duke lost to Michigan State. Remember that one in Zion's year? That was the only, if I can say that there was confidently, that there was the only night that I've ever cheered for Michigan State to win a game was that night. Because they had Xavier Tillman on the team, Grand Rapids kid. And obviously with it being Duke and all their everything about that team that year, and just how much ESPN did their what on Duke all year long because they wanted to talk about Zion and RJ Barrett, and Cam Reddish was on that team too. I mean, they just wanted to, every single day it was something about the Duke Blue Devils. So there was a small part of me that was like, I wouldn't mind seeing the Spartans pull this out, and obviously they did.
Can't say I've ever rooted for MSU in anything. Can't say I have, because I had to hear it in school the next day. Texas Woods is so good. Yeah, then they sucked and choked against Texas Tech.
Well, that's fine. I was okay with them choking in that game. That no problem. I got no issues with Texas Tech.
I didn't like the week leading up to it. This Izzo is so good. He's Hall of Fame, so good. He's better than Coach K. Shut up. He's won 3 games against Coach K in like 20 tries.
You admit that he's a Hall of Famer, though, right?
He's a Hall of Famer, but he's not in the conversation of Coach K and Roy Williams. Those are a different tier.
Yeah, where do you think he falls on the list? Not to distract from our conversation.
Elite.
Where do you think Izzo falls?
There's elite, and then Izzo's under elite. He's like good, because I can't say he's elite when I haven't seen his last national championship, and his last national championship was a quarter century ago. I can't say he's elite.
Clip that. Clip that. Somebody clip that. And
share that everyone's going to say the Final Fours. Yeah, that's great and all. Like, programs would kill to get to the Final Four. But at some point, you got to win one. You got to win another one. And they would have made it to the national championship game a couple years ago if they didn't lose to a point guard smaller than me on one ankle in Kansas State. And Powell was his name. I forgot the first name. But no, he's good, not elite. There's a difference.
8 Final Four appearances, 11 regular season Big Ten titles. Obviously won a national championship in 2000. I get that, but
his record against the Blue Bloods sucked too. So how could I even put him in that conversation when he's like 3-30, when he's like 5-40 against UNC, Duke, Kansas, and Kentucky? Like, I can't do that. You got to beat him.
He was He was going up against a group of one and dones. I mean, he's never really been a one and done type coach, and maybe that's been. But Ryan Glinsky, you're getting spicy today on the show. I would put that one up on. Let's put that one up on social. Let's see how people respond to that one. Clip that.
They're gonna be pissed because MSU fan base is really easy to piss off.
Let's move on to the National Basketball Association Nightmare Team and Year.
2017 Warriors.
Okay, you have an old soul. No, you don't. And I actually agree with you on this one. There's no team. There's no team I would lead. I mean, you have KD, you have Steph, you have Clay, you have Draymond when he was actually like being productive and not just fighting people every night. That team was just absolutely dangerous.
Can I also say
what's that?
The year before they went 73-9 and lost in Game 7, and then they added KD,
yes. And then they added Kevin Durant in the offseason.
And I think, how many games did they lose during that playoff run? Because there weren't many. Because it was insane.
Well, you're talking 2016. That was the comeback.
No, 2017
when Bron came.
2017.
Oh, okay.
They went 16-1 in the playoffs. That playoff run, 16-1. What was their record that year?
They literally, and if you're wondering why I think LeBron James is the greatest player of all
67 and 15.
Here's why. The Golden State Warriors had to assemble the Avengers to beat one man.
Well, they already
one
beat
man.
Him.
In 16, they didn't.
They beat him in 15.
I get it, but in 16, they were up 3-1. They were that close to winning back-to-backs, and LeBron James almost single-handedly led that comeback to beat the Golden State Warriors. Kyrie was there. I get it. Kyrie actually probably made the biggest bucket in Game 7 to help them win that championship. But for the most part, they put the Avengers together really to beat one guy, and that was LeBron. And
and by the way, that block is
what do you mean,
that block is so overrated too.
That's, dude, outside of Tayshaun Prince,
like
that's the greatest.
3 minutes. Nobody scored. Even if it was a layup, it's still a 2-point game.
But I get it. But every bucket matters in a game like that. It's still the outside of Tayshaun Prince. That's the best chase down block I've ever seen, personally. I'm gonna say 2017 Warriors. We got a comment in the chat right now.
No. We just have some more point shaving going on. 20 men have been charged in point shaving scheme involving more than 39 college basketball games, or more than 39 college basketball players on more than 17 NCAA Division I games, leading to more than 29 games being fixed. This comes during the 2023-24 and the 24-25 season. Two of the players named, oh boy, that name looks straight out of a Key and Peele skit. Both of these are. Said Quavius Hunter and Diquavion Short. I don't know, but more point shaving going on in college basketball.
Oh my God, where is this out of? What's the publication? Who said it?
ESPN.
Wow. This is just breaking now. You just saw this just a moment ago.
23 minutes ago.
Wow.
I don't even know who these players are.
And we obviously we just saw the video of what I was watching handful of weeks ago. Player that was caught trying to essentially sell at the end of the game, and he was found out to have been betting on games. Wow, that's wild.
So one of them played at Cal State Bakersfield, and one played at University of New Orleans. There's probably a reason why they were shaving points back then. They definitely weren't getting any NIL money. That's for damn straight.
Wow.
But yeah, there's that.
Absolutely wild.
Who's next?
All right. Well, clearly that's coming up tomorrow and Inside the Game. So we're going to talk a little point shaving here on ITG. So what do we got? We got college football, the NFL. We had college basketball.
We need MLB and NHL.
National Basketball Association. All right. Major League Baseball. Go ahead. Who do you think is your nightmare matchup?
I don't really know anything about baseball.
2016 Chicago Cubs. They were the team of destiny. You can't beat them. It was going to happen regardless.
I feel like the Dodgers teams have been really good these last couple of years. I mean, Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Hernandez. Like, there's so many just studs. All Mookie Betts. Forgot about him. Like, there's just studs all over the place. Like, I just feel like there's too many Hall of Famers and too many stars all over
Yeah.
the place. I'm sure you'll
You know-
probably give me like a way more in depth answer on a team, but I would go with the recent Dodgers.
I would say with the late '90s New York Yankees, probably like
See,
the
I told you to
'98
go in depth.
Yankees. I mean, I'm just saying. Like they had the best pitching. You got Mariano Rivera's the greatest closer in the history of the game. They were the Bronx Bombers. Everything about that New York team was. I mean, obviously the Yankees have a long storied history. Not recently, not really in the modern era nearly as much. They seem to pay all the money and get zero of the results. They can't field a pitching staff that's worth a damn sometimes. I know they got to the World Series, obviously fell short of the World Series. They were right there. But, I'm going to probably late 90s Yankee teams. But, no, you're right. You're absolutely right, Ryan. Any of these recent iterations of the Dodgers, including this past year, no, you're right. You're right, because they just get the best players available. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter where they're from. They want to go to LA. They want to win a World Series. It's almost like if you want to win a World Series in your career, you're just like, let me go to LA for however many years it takes. Let me go win my series, and then you can go anywhere else. And their international scouting, or New York, well,
they haven't won in a while, but they have the money to do
a long time. They do. But, I mean, the rich get richer, and I don't think there is any organization in professional sports in America that embodies that more. Maybe outside of the LA Lakers as the other LA team and the Dodgers. I mean, they just get the best available, and their international scouting is unbelievable. Like, they've tapped into that Japan market, and it is speaking volumes. It's crazy.
Real.
The pitching is nuts, and
Except the Tigers got worst one. God, God, we got the worst one.
Well, Kenta was good for a while, but he flamed out once he got to us. But no, the Dodgers, they're the Avengers, dude. Yeah, they're the Imperial. They're the evil empire. That is the nickname that they gave to the New York Yankees because of the long history that they had in baseball. They were called the Evil Empire. They ain't the Evil Empire anymore. The LA Dodgers are the Evil Empire. That is the team that everybody wants to be like. Every organization is forming their organization around. They're hiring Dodgers people left and right because they want to be like the Dodgers, but you can't be the Dodgers if you ain't the Dodgers. And they continue to prove that year after year. So any of the recent LA teams or late 90s New York Yankees, I'll probably go that direction. What do we have left? Well, we did NHL. Baseball and NHL. Do you have an NHL team? You don't really.
I just feel like the
college baseball, I'm going to go with Vanderbilt. Any Vanderbilt team, the Kumar Rocker days. I don't want to play those guys. The team that beat Michigan in the College World Series. Yeah, I agree. Those dudes, I would not want to play any iteration of Vanderbilt ever. Don't give me Vanderbilt.
Yeah. I would go.
Anyways, go
before
ahead.
my soccer one. I would say I feel like I feel like the Red Wings teams, whether that was 02, I know there's a lot of Hall of Famers in that one. But more specifically, probably 97 with the Russian Five. Like from what I've heard from people, whenever those five were out on the ice at the same time, like you just couldn't get the puck from them. Like they just played keep away the whole time, and you just couldn't get the puck from them. And then you still have guys like Steve Yzerman out there that aren't even Russian. You have Hall of Famers all over the place. So I would go either the 02 Red Wings or the 97 Red Wings.
Well, and think of how many great goaltenders they've had throughout those years too, right? You go from Vernon,
John Gibson.
Then you have Hasek. You have, obviously Osgood was really good. Like they've had a long history of really good goaltenders. Jimmy Howard. But yeah, loved him because he played in Grand Rapids for a while too. So those early 2000s Wings teams were something else.
Nate, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. You like any athlete that played or is from Grand Rapids? I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Do you like those players?
I like my Michigan folks. Yeah, absolutely.
During this thing, they're like, well, Xavier Tillman from Grand Rapids. Oh, he played in Grand Rapids. He's from Grand Rapids. So I was like,
oh yeah.
Do you like Grand Rapids players or
a little
people
bit
that have played there?
You want to know who the greatest is from Grand Rapids though?
Who?
I'll give you one guess. Greatest athlete, in my opinion, from the city of Grand Rapids.
I don't know.
Floyd Mayweather. Do you know he was from GR?
Floyd Mayweather's from Grand Rapids?
Born in
No.
Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yep. He went to Ottawa Hills High School, I believe, is the high school that he went to.
Dude, how am I just realizing this?
Yep.
I did
Floyd
not
Money.
know that.
Yep. So I don't know when his family moved, but obviously he came up and it's called Gold's Boxing Gym here in Grand Rapids, and obviously they have Golden Gloves every year, which it's sad no one goes to it anymore because boxing in a lot of ways is just kind of dead now. But yeah, he trained at went to Ottawa Hills, trained here in Grand Rapids. I don't know when his family moved, but they moved eventually, and yeah, I mean they I think there was one of his fights they said he was from Vegas and he got so pissed that he was like, I'm not from Vegas, I'm from Grand Rapids, you need to change that. So
Nice.
yeah, he's a Floyd Mayweather, who I regard as the greatest boxer of all time, is from Grand Rapids. So yeah. Anyways, fun fact. We're full of fun facts today. But yeah, I'll go with that those Wings teams and the stories of them like essentially kidnapping the players that they
Yeah.
needed in order to make those Stanley Cup runs is just amazing. Because obviously the Soviet Union was like, no, you're not leaving. You're not allowed to leave. You know, that's the whole story of the Red Army. Like these dudes were essentially soldiers, but all they were doing was playing hockey, you know? So, I mean, you go back to the Miracle on Ice. It's the reason why that upset was as amazing as it was, because they were the Red Army. So crazy, crazy, crazy. And obviously the Red Wings were willing to go to the extent of espionage in order to win a Stanley Cup, which is just, I wonder if the government had anything to say about this or if they even knew, but clearly they got the most out of them.